and indeed the weekend ahead. The carriage has been polished, the boats have had a lick of paint, and in almost every corner of the UK and indeed the Commonwealth, the finishing touches are being put in place for this weekend's Diamond Jubilee celebrations.
Now, centre stage will be Buckingham Palace. That's going to play host to a huge event, a star-studded event, and Simon McCoy
Our
is
very own star.
Oh, you've just
sorry.
nicked my line. I've been thinking about that all day. Here he is.
That doesn't surprise me. Right, thank you very much. Yes, centre stage at the main stage on Monday night's concert. Let's just talk to Kate Williams, who's a royal historian, because historically, this is massive, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, this is a huge celebration. We've only had one Diamond Jubilee before, and that's Queen Victoria's. And that was a very different celebration. It was 1897. She wasn't like our Queen. She was, she was 78, but she was pretty exhausted. And it wasn't the same kind of British celebrations we've got now. And of course, it wasn't really till the Victorian reign that we really had Jubilees at all. They were much more low-key, a few fireworks, a few dinner parties. It's really now that I think we're realising how important Jubilees are.
A lot of people are quite surprised that here we are in the middle of a financial crisis, many problems in the world, and yet suddenly the monarchy, their popularity is at its highest ever of the polls, I believe. What do you think is going on?
Well, it's true. The Queen's popularity is about as high as it's ever been since her coronation. And of course, the last Jubilee, the Golden Jubilee, it was much lower, after the death of Diana, and the British were much more indifferent to the monarchy. I think what we've got here is a support for the Queen in particular herself. I mean, most of us have no other monarch other than her. Most of us can't remember George VI. We have to be much older to do so. So I think really what she is the 20th century for me. She was born in the Great Depression, lived through the Second World War, the 50s, the 60s, austerity, the 70s. She's been through Britain the whole time, and we've seen a great changes in Britain throughout that time. Her father was the King of Empire. She's the Queen of the Commonwealth. That's how she's seen herself. Things have changed a lot for us, and I think that's what we're celebrating this weekend.
How has she managed to stay relevant, given that?
She really has stayed relevant. I think the Queen has been a master exercise and a master lesson for monarchs across the world in staying on the throne. And I think there's two reasons. Number one, she is very eager to make herself publicly seen. That's one role of the monarchy. If you're not out showing yourself, you hardly exist, really, people seem to think. And also, what she also does is she's incredibly politically neutral. We have no idea what she thinks about anything, even the hunting ban, even the dismantling of the House of Lords. She is completely politically neutral. We have no idea about her ideas, and so therefore she fulfills the role of the constitutional monarch in a way that is exemplary, really.
Kate, thank you very much. I'm sorry about this band who are trying to get in the way. I think if they're going to play anything and they're warming up, it really should be, Lee, it should be God Save the Queen.